stands on the precipice of America stands on the precipice of another summer of love as violent colour revolutionaries wreaked havoc on the streets of Los Angeles. Governor Newsom blasted Trump's move to quell the chaos as purposefully inflammatory. Yeah, watch these clips and decide for yourself who's being purposefully inflammatory.
Oh, nah, come on, guys. See, man, those people need to be the fuck arrested, bro. These are the people that need to be arrested, bro. Look at this. Y'all tell me this is a good protest. Y'all tell me y'all protesting, you know, against ICE and all that. Come on, bro. Y'all just destroying people's property, bro. Trash. Dumb fucks. This is sad, bro. This is very, very sad, bro.
Fully inflammatory.
Burning shit on fire.
They say Trump's being inflammatory, while they literally concoct supplies of Molotov cocktails to throw at ICE vehicles.
Wow. Wow.
Set fire to buildings. And set fire to random cars. Or Trump's being inflammatory though. They'll rip entire neighborhoods to shreds, turn them into raging infernos, violently attack cops, use Blue Sky to organize the literal murder of ICE agents, pillage and loot stores.
Y'all see that? Friendly protest, but they stealing everything from stores. Come on, bro. This ain't right.
Then when there's any kind of pushback, declare it to be police brutality. And the legacy media will anoint them as the victims.
So there's unrest. Let's start with there's protest. Lawful protest, which is allowed in this country. There is some unrest.
Just some unrest. If January 6th was a violent insurrection against the government, then what do you call this? A peaceful demonstration?
Car on fire in the intersection. Protesters have been shooting fireworks at the sheriff's department.
Strange, isn't it, how they're really angry about people being sent back to Mexico, which presumably must be a really terrible place, while they all wave copious amounts of Mexican flags.
Look at them taking pictures, screenshots, pictures. Look at us. Look what we doing. That's sad, bro. Bro, I bet you half of them, maybe 80% of them ain't even fucking Americans. Like, they Mexican, bro. Yeah, look at that.
Fighting for a country they refuse to live in. Literally fulfilling the meme. Mexican pride, make America Mexico again. Fuck you, putos, viva Mexico. Okay, buddy, back to Mexico you go. Oh my god, no, this is unfair. Don't send me to Mexico. Oh my god, no, my life is ruined.
Because of the abuse that he was enduring in this school system.
Then why did you stay in Mexico?
On January 20th.
Yo!
If President Trump signed an executive order called Unleashing Alaska's Extraordinary Resource Potential. It reads, the state of Alaska holds an abundant and largely untapped supply of natural resources, including, among others, energy, mineral, timber, and seafood. President Trump's indicated he wants to develop Alaska's resources to the fullest extent possible. The executive order directs US policy to fully avail itself of Alaska's vast lands and resources for the benefit of the nation. As you can see in this graph, gold stocks have a tremendous tremendous gap to close compared with gold's spot price, which has soared. I'm bullish on the gold stock sector right now, especially with Bank of America's chief investment officer predicting a weak dollar cycle. With no debt and approximately 2.96 million in cash and cash equivalents as of October 31st, 2025, and a project in Alaska, the sponsor of today's video is US Gold Mining, trading on the Nasdaq with the ticker symbol USGO. As of June 6th, the stock was trading some 40% below its all-time high. At its April IPO price, 6.5 million. Now, this is a value driver project which this
Let's get back to this
similar
shit.
gold executive work on. Well, they're just peaceful protesters, though. Just some unrest.
Some unrest.
Don't be purposefully inflammatory towards them.
ICE get the fuck out of LA so that order can be restored.
Apparently, the US aid money must have run out, so they're having to make their own weapons.
What the fuck is he doing?
But the
They just breaking that up to make rocks and just throw it at people and throw it at cars and
conveniently placed cinder blocks did eventually arrive.
nah, you lying. That's bullshit. They lying.
So who's behind these riots? Antifa, naturally, which should have been declared a domestic terrorist organization years ago, and Union del Barrio, which is basically the Mexican version of BLM. No one can seem to trace their funding source, so their goal is avowedly the Marxist-Leninist decolonist destruction of America itself. When 40% of LA residents weren't even born in America, and a significant number of them form paramilitary mobs under the flag of a foreign country.
Look at this, Austin.
Mexican flags?
Mexican flags. The line of law enforcement agents there during this face-off. It appears to be a face-off.
At what point do we call it an invasion? The scumbags aren't just going after cops. This guy was just trying to put out fires, prompting the mob to attack and rob him.
And I'm betting he's like one of the original protesters that protested normal. Hey, we're going to protest against ICE. And then when he finished, all these fucking freaks came out, did that shit. And now he's trying to like put out fires and shit. And they start fucking with him.
You're risking a head injury by throwing. If you're so worried about it, go home. Go home if you're so worried about it.
They're also
He told him, go home. Don't stop worrying about it. Go home.
chasing out any reporters who don't obey their narrative.
And I bet you that was a white chick that said that shit.
While bragging about avoiding prosecution.
It'll cost me $80. It doesn't matter what they're gonna say. Nobody's gonna show up to court. You and I both know that. Nobody's gonna prosecute it. This is just a waste of time.
Prosecute him then. Lock him the fuck up. Give him 5 years. It'll be only $80 after you do your 5 years.
But it's okay. It's a Saturday night. Saturday nights are for the boys. And for the immigrants.
Trump's vowed to ban rioters hiding their faces with masks, proving once again that the COVID-era paraphernalia has just become a tool for criminals to conceal their identity. Stephen Miller skewered the legacy media for running cover for the criminals.
You all choose to live in condos or homes or houses as far away from these kinds of gangbangers as you possibly can. If I offer any one of you a rent-free home with no taxes to pay, in any of these gang neighborhoods, and I said your neighbors are MS-13 terrorists or Mexican mafia or Sinaloa cartel or Tren de Aragua, I couldn't pay you to live there. But yet you, with your coverage, are trying to force innocent Americans to have these people as their neighbors, and that one day their daughter may be abducted from their home and raped and murdered. So you're not going to get an ounce of sympathy from this administration or President Trump for the terrorists who've invaded our homes and our country.
While the Trump administration is seemingly keen on avoiding the kind of inaction that led to the metastasization of the 2020 George Floyd riots.
This is about enforcing the law. And again, we're not going to apologize for doing it. We're stepping up. She says they're going to mobilize. Well, guess what? We're already ahead of the game. We're already mobilizing. We're going to bring National Guard in tonight. We're going to continue doing our job. We're going to push back on these people, and we're going to force the law.
As the commies demand the chaos spread.
Don't worry, that's my dog. He's fucking barking like a maniac. Lay down!
Nationwide, with Marines on standby and National Guard troops set to be federalized for the first time since the 1992 Los Angeles riots, which resulted in 63 deaths, over 200 injured, and over $1 billion in damages. This summer of love may end up making the BLM disorder look like a minor scuffle.
And there goes, guys. Whoever's out in LA, you guys be careful out there. Don't go out there and join these crazies out there doing this shit. Seriously. I don't know. Hopefully they can get it handled and everybody's back safe and everything is fine. But till then, I'll see you guys on the next one. Everybody be safe out there, y'all. Deuces!